Microlocs is not for me, locks is not for me, natural hair is not for me. Really, Microlocs does not entail zero effort. Microlocs is not zero maintenance, and Microlocs also does not hinder your styling flexibility. If those are the thoughts that have been going through your mind, then this video will definitely clear it up. Let's get to it. Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Onye and the part 2 of my Microloc series for working women, cost, care, and commitment. So today we are going to be talking about Microloc care for busy women, the reality versus the myth. When it comes to Microlocs, after the cost, care is the next very important thing that people want to know if they are deciding on maintaining Microlocs. Before I locked my hair, I heard that if you miss your retightening schedule, your locks are ruined, and that is definitely not true. The health of your hair might be compromised if you make a habit of stretching your reties too far, but definitely the good thing about Microlocs is that you can always correct the errors if you find someone that is able to do that, able to repair locks, and if you're willing to pay the price for it, you can always correct errors. If you cut off your hair, your locks can still be reattached. There's locksmithing. There are different ways to repair your lock. One absolutely common myth is that if you lock your hair, you cannot do anything with your hair. That's you're stuck. You're stuck with that look forever. And no, that's really not it. To be honest with you, the versatility of your locks depends greatly on the size of your lock. Obviously, micro locks, tiny locks are designed to mimic your loose natural hair. They are literally tiny strands of hair that's been compacted together. So however you want to style, depending on the density of your hair, the length of your hair, whatever you can do with your loose natural hair, you can also do it with your locked hair. Even if you have traditional locks or freeform locks, you can still have fun with your hair. If you're on social media, if you're here on YouTube, I believe that there are a lot of examples of different styles you can do with your locks. People have braided over their locks. You can add lock extensions. You can wear wigs. You can install sewings on your locks. You can do a lot of styles. For example, myself, my actual fear was that, oh, I love styling my hair, I'll not be able to style my natural hair. When I decided to get Microlocs, I started watching videos and different styles that people did on their Microlocs. I saved a lot of them. But now that I have the Microlocs, am I styling it like that? No. Like, to be honest, it's just the reality is totally different. You think, oh my goodness, when I get this Microlocs, I'll style it this way, I'll style it this way. See, most people that actually have Microlocs, they really don't do much with it. That whole desire to do this and this and this with the hair, yeah, it's just, except maybe they are influencers or content creators or doing some sort of video tutorial, but most times, you just, this is how I leave my hair, mostly just for some rare events or occasions that I actually try to style my hair. So you'll be fine. Microlocs is not for me, locks is not for me, natural hair is not for me. Really, if you look at it, it's just the fact that you don't really understand, or you are not ready putting the commitment to care for your hair in that state. If you wear your hair in a state where you are comfortable and you are happy caring for it, it will be for you, whether it's in its natural state or it's chemically processed. It's for you. So just decide on how you want to wear your hair and how you want to care for it. Some people think Microlocs is permanent. It's not. It's a long-term style. It's more beautiful the longer it stays in, the longer it matures, but it's not permanent. It can be combed out. It is very painstaking. It's very time-consuming, but it's definitely possible to take out your Microlocs, no matter how long you've kept it in. With patience and a lot of time, you can comb out your Microlocs. So it's not permanent, it's a long-term style. I've also heard that Microlocs installation and retightening looks painful. People complain that they are tender headed. I really became tender headed when I got my Microlocs installed. Usually my scalp was not that sensitive until I installed my Microloc, especially tiny locks like this. It's tension on very small sections of your hair. It's not like traditional locks that a whole chunk of your hair is compacted. The sections are very small, are very tiny. So yes, I can imagine if you retire your hair frequently and very tight, it will be painful. But generally, microlocs is not supposed to be painful. If it's painful, that means is you're doing it too frequently, and whoever is doing it for you is making it too tight or is too rough, and it's not supposed to be so. Whether your hair is loose or in locks, if you have type 4 hair, your hair is very fragile. Whoever is dealing with your hair should take extra care and be extra patient. Okay, so when I hear people saying that, oh, their retirement is very painful, I don't experience that. If definitely there are times when they try to pop the hair that separate locks that are trying to marry together, it will kind of like bite. It's not generally supposed to be painful. So if you're experiencing pain, please check that. I do micrologs, people will not take me seriously, especially at work. I feel like people take you as serious as you take yourself. I strongly feel that if you are not confident about something, maybe something you're wearing, like just talking physically now, if you're not confident about what you're wearing, about whatever is on your body or anything, people notice that, they know that you're not comfortable, and that's even what attracts their attention to that particular discomfort. People relate to you based on how you present yourself. You just installed your microlocs and you are still apprehensive, you are still shy about it, and then you immediately start by saying, ah, this hair that I even did, I don't even know why I did it, I don't even know what I was thinking. You're already showing them that you're not sure of yourself. But if you exude confidence, if you enjoy what you're wearing, if you like the way your hair is, the way you style your hair, they'll be all right. Okay, they'll be all right. Definitely, you cannot make everybody accept you or accept your choices, but they'll be fine. Some people are apprehensive that they're going to get bored with their hair. That was also part of my fears, that I'm going to get bored, because I always thought that even though I didn't like doing my hair that much, I admire new styles on others, and I just felt that I'll get tired of it soon enough. But it's been let's say 22 months, I think. Yeah, this January will make it 22 months and locks, and I'm not tired. I'm not missing my loose natural hair, to be honest. The benefits of being locked for me outweighs the cons. Which brings me to my next myth. People are always asking, what if I miss my loose natural hair? To be honest, I've watched a lot of videos, ladies that are locked, and majority of us, we don't miss our loose natural hair. I still watch content of ladies with loose natural hair. I still admire it. It's beautiful. I reminisce about my time as a loose natural, and but do I miss it to the extent of wanting to comb out my locks? No. No, no. I mean, maybe it's still too early, to be honest. 22 months. Never going to say never, but I always tell friends of mine that ask me, I always tell them, okay, number one, this is meant to be a long term protective style. I did it to leave it long term. So I'm not thinking about combing out my hair for the next 5 years. Okay. So after 5 years, I'm going to reevaluate. And if I really want to take it out, I probably will not comb it out, to be honest. I don't see myself having that amount of patience to sit down and actually comb out every lock on my head. I'll probably cut it off. I'm not telling you that you will never have that fear or that apprehension. No, you will, and it's very valid, okay? But I just want to encourage you to power through it. If you need to wear a wig, if you need to switch up your hairstyle, maybe dye your hair, or if you need to add extensions, okay, do something. But to be honest, just try to power through it, because the reality is that locks before 6 months, before 1 year, you have not even seen the beauty of the locks, okay? So don't give up. Don't comb it out just yet. I rest my case. People feel like if they do tiny locks, micro locks, it won't be nice because their hair is scanty. Like, I've heard people say that, oh, it fits you because your hair is thick, your hair is dense. But actually, the honest truth I always tell them is that it's even meant for people with with sparse hair. Okay, locks are meant for people with sparse hair. Locking your hair helps it to thicken up. Like as you lock your hair, there's a period where it's thick. It's not dropping in length. It's just expanding. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people that when they started their starter locks, their hair is scanty, their hair is relaxed, their hair is dry, but like when they are patient through the process, and if you see their hair now luscious, your hair is scanty is not an excuse. Okay, you don't have edges is also not an excuse, because when you lock your hair, the more, even now too, like if I want to add more locks to my edges, I still can. Okay, I still can. When I was retouching the edges of my hair, I at this point, I had to take some edges and combine it with locks at the back, because I wanted to install fresh locks, but I mean I couldn't. I'm not that skilled yet. I decided to combine with an already existing lock. But even if your edges are scanty, they can still install locks there, and it will grow and it will cover up with time. So that shouldn't be an excuse either. What actual microlocs care look like? Most days I do nothing, like I said, except I'm shooting a video, a tutorial, or I want to try a particular style I've seen on the internet. I do nothing. Okay, I just run my hands through my hair, take it from one side to the other, or maybe a center part, and I'm good. My hair does not demand so much of my attention. Like I said, I retightened it first between 1st and 2nd January this year, and next time I'm thinking of retightening is 4 more weeks to go. Okay, at least 7 weeks at least. I'm going to retighten it again. So between this period, like I don't have to think about maintenance. I just spray my hair with water every other day, not even every day, to be honest. Most times, even in the shower, I just hold my hair up with a hair tie out of my body, and I just have my bath and let the steam reach my hair, and then when I come out I just flip it and just run my hands through it, and that's that. Okay, if I'm feeling stylish or frisky, I pack some parts up or I braid one side, but basically no styling stress, and it still looks really good no matter the length. I just check the moisture of my hair, how my hair feels. If it feels dry, I spray water on it. I touch my scalp also. I don't have any particular problem with my scalp, like dryness or any of all these scalp conditions. I don't. So spray water on it first, and then I oil it, and then I have this hair serum that I use from Mediana. Mediana, yeah. I didn't want to share any products on this video, but anyway, this is the hair serum Mediana, and this is a thing, like basically I've gone, see what's left, very tiny. I need to restock on it, but basically it's just like a scalp refresh serum. It has this menthol feel, so I just target my scalp and then I spray it on it and just rub my scalp, and it just gives me that fresh feeling, that nice menthol feeling, and I really love it. I've gone through many bottles of it. I can't get enough of it. It's really good. So there's no complicated routine, to be honest. I just try to be aware of how my hair is feeling and I treat it accordingly. If you feel like you have to spray your hair daily, just I'll just caution you, be mindful of wet locks. When you constantly stay with wet hair, you begin to have mold problems, so just be cautious about that. Spray your hair, mist your hair rather, don't drench it. Okay, so like I said, I retighten my hair every 7 or 8 weeks. The recommendation is 4 weeks to anywhere between 4 weeks to 8 weeks. So do what works for you. If your loctician has advised you concerning the texture of your hair and the health of your hair and the maturity level of maturity of your hair to come every 4 weeks, listen to them. Okay, if you do your hair by yourself, also listen to your hair and just do what works for you. For me, currently 7 to 8 weeks work for me. I feel like I'm pushing it. If I stay to 8 weeks, I feel like I'm really stretching it. But I usually like 7 weeks. 7 weeks is my sweet spot. And for my edges, I think maybe every like 5 weeks or so, I'm going to retighten my edges just because I don't like it to overgrow too much. So yeah, this might change in the future because, like I said, I started every 4 weeks. Also, I stretched it out to every 6 weeks, and now I'm every 7 weeks or sometimes 8 weeks. So, like I said in my previous video, retightening is not an emergency. Okay, retightening is something you can plan for and something you can budget. So take your time. Even if life happens, your hair won't collapse. Even when your hair has, married together and accidentally combined themselves, it can. Okay, a skillful optician can repair it and still get your breed back perfect. So where people overthink, basically do more than they should, is when it comes to products. When it comes to microlocs, everywhere you see it, less is more. Less is more. But I feel like coming from the lifestyle of loose natural hair and being a product junkie, you have it, in theory that with microlocs less is more, but in practice you literally like you feel I feel like, for me, let me speak about myself. For me, I felt a certain kind of like, like, when you miss a step, like I felt like, nah, I'm not doing enough, right? I felt like, will my hair grow? Like, no, I'm not doing enough. Don't I need to do something? Don't I need to add living conditioner? So you mean I'm not going to deep condition my hair? Like, okay, is this enough? Especially with product, yes. Even when I'm putting oils. When I was a loose natural, I was really heavy handed. Okay, like a small product does not go a long way with my hair. Like when they say what the dollop size or something, nah, that doesn't work for me. Okay, I used to press the product. So it was really it was really a learning curve for me to put very little oil, very little products on my hair, because guess what? When it comes to locks, whether traditional locks, especially tiny locks, build up is real. Build up and lint. You really do not want to be heavy handed. Whatever you are putting on in your hair, if you have decided to use leave-in conditioner in your hair, small, a little actually goes a long way. Build up and then sneak up on you. Okay, so just be careful about that. So I had to learn that more products is not equal to better looking hair. In fact, when you have microlocs, the more products you put on your hair, the your hair becomes dull, your hair becomes way down, and your locks actually become heavy. Okay, you will notice the weight of your hair if you start, especially as your hair is maturing. Maybe in your starter phase, you will not notice the weight of your hair, but as your hair keeps maturing and you are loading it, like putting too much products in it, it begins to weigh down your hair and your locks actually become heavy, which is not good. With locks, simple routines are more sustainable. If you are not sure of anything, just use water, maybe essential oils inside, and when in doubt, use water-based products. Please don't go for the heavy stuff. I also dilute my shampoo. So just understand that when it comes to microlocs care, microlocs thrive on consistency, not obsession. Just be consistent. If you have decided to retire your hair every 6 weeks, try and be consistent within that 6 week. It must not be a particular day. Like if it can't be a day, it can be tomorrow, it can be the day before, within that week or the next. Okay, just try and make it happen with your loctician or maybe by yourself. Do what you can. That is the advantage of it. That's the flexibility of microlocs. You are not obligated to do anything to it. You're not obligated to put anything on it. Just let it be. Another beautiful thing about microlocs is that microlocs are not fragile. Okay, they actually live real life with you. They take you through busy work weeks. They take you through burnout seasons. They take you through active seasons like gym workouts where you sweat. You can go to swim with them. You can work out with your microlocs. You can thrive on a busy, unpredictable schedule with them. You don't have to DIY if you're not someone that is interested in doing your hair yourself. You don't have to DIY. Okay, if you're in a location where you have access to a loctician, perfect. When I was a loose natural, I thrive on doing my hair myself. I enjoy doing my hair myself. In fact, I've never been to a natural hair salon in my area. I was loose natural for like 10 years, and that whole 10 years, I cut my hair myself. I did the picture by myself. From then, I I installed my extensions myself. I did everything myself. The plan was to start retiring my hair after 1 year, but as it is now, my lifestyle still does not make room for me taking total control 100% of my hair. So here and there, I can do my retightening myself, but I have not broken up with my loctician yet. My loctician is still very much in charge of my locks, and I'm still going back the next time I want to retire my hair. You also don't have to be dependent on your loctician, especially if you are in an area where you have to travel far to see your loctician, or your loctician is always booked and busy, and you really need to do your retire a particular period. I would really advise you to learn how to retire your hair, basic rotations. I'm not saying any lock repair, or if your hair has particular issues or holes or anything. You don't need to know all that. If you are still maintaining your loctician, just know how to like retire maybe like your edges, or just give yourself a new look in order to tide you over to when you can actually make an appointment. So you don't have to go for 100% DIY, and then you also don't have to be so dependent on your loctician as a busy working woman. No, you can have the best of both worlds. You can maintain your loctician, save your time, and also you can also save your money and do it yourself when you have the time. Maintaining your loctician, and also learning to do it yourself, it gives you an opportunity to learn at your pace. And like I said, if you make a mistake with your hair, it can be corrected, it can be repaired, all right? Especially if you have a loctician to run back to. My previous video where I retightened just the edges, I was saying that I know that I created a lot of holes. I know the thing with microlocs is that you won't see the error as you do it. Is when it grows out that you begin to see the hole. So I was like, yeah, it's good that I still have my loctician, because next time I'm going to see her, I'm going to ask her to look through my locks and repair any errors. And where I am here in Nigeria, luckily for me, there is no extra cost to lock repairs, as long as you come during your appointment. They retire your hair, and if you point out any issues, they repair it along, like all the cost is together. So yeah, that's a great advantage for me. Depending on where you are, there's probably an extra cost for repairing your locks. So just take your time, there's no rush. Comment down below and let me know what scare myth has been holding you back from deciding to lock your hair. What scare myth are you surprised about that I've spoken of? Just let me know in the comments. The next video is going to be really exciting. I'm going to be talking about the level of commitment required to maintain micrologs. I feel like it's not talked about a lot, to be honest. They really don't warn you about the level of commitment required, the level of patience that goes into wearing your hair in its locked state. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. So if you are interested, like this video, share it to someone who will be interested. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.